Biggest lesson of the year?
The biggest lesson of the year, that the revolution will be economized. So make sure you are creating sustainable businesses, and this is for artists and entertainers, that don't depend on your industry, because the industry is cutthroat, it's not loving. So
What are the right steps for artists to take to get to this stage? So T, performing at Wembley in front of some of the biggest platforms on the planet.
Ridiculous.
It's where like most artists would dream to be.
I'm blessed.
Does it still feel the same after like all these years?
It's funny that you said after all these years, because I think that's what makes it feel more special. You know, the fact that I've been doing music now for the best part of like 15, 20 years. It is ridiculous to think, like you said, some of the biggest platforms in the world are all coming together at Wembley Stadium, and they've chosen me to do the halftime show.
Talk about the new track.
Yes.
On the time?
I can move it after a lot of Glotalks, have I?
Such an unbelievably unique talent. The only person that doesn't realise that is you sometimes. So, but now you've found your momentum and your belief, and I think you even believe in yourself now.
Hello and welcome back to Glotalks, where I bring you real people, real stories. Today we're joined by someone who has been part of the media and content space long before it became what we know it as today. Faris is an award-winning presenter who has worked with major platforms including LADbible, IMJUSTBAIT, Party Hard Travel, Ibiza Bible, and was conducting interviews and creating content before the rise of TikTok and the current wave of social media creators. His journey is one of consistency, adaptability, and staying relevant in an industry that's constantly evolving. Today, we're going to explore where it all started, how the media space has changed, what it really takes to build longevity in this game. Hello, Faris. How you doing?
Glo, I'm good, mate. How are you? Thank you for having me.
No problem at all. Thank you for coming. You know, I'm very privileged to have influencers like yourself on Glotalks. You know, you've been in this game from the beginning and you're still in it, you know. So...
Yeah, it is. I appreciate that. It's been a long journey, and, you know, I appreciate the acknowledgement.
Before we get into it, I want to do an icebreaker. You know, the game is called Build Your Presenter. Build your presenter using different traits. I'm going to give you categories and you write what you think makes the perfect presenter.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. One key personality trait every presenter needs. If you want to write on your board, reveal to the audience and explain why.
This is fun, this. I like this. It's a cool concept.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm just writing the key word that makes a...
One key personality trait every presenter needs.
Ready?
Yeah, reveal. Compassion.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I think, well, you get so many different types of presenters, right? So some work in a studio and do broadcasts, some do radio, some do more vox pop reporting. I think compassion is something that every presenter would need to some degree.
Yeah.
Because you have to stay neutral and you have to kind of be a voice for a story. You're almost delivering a message.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes it's important to not be biased with the way you're conducting your message.
That's true. Like it's kind of like you're not allowed an opinion.
Yeah, but people become opinionated.
Yeah.
Everyone's got an opinion.
Yeah.
So when you're a presenter, you have to just kind of take your opinion out of it. And just show compassion. So the reason I use the word compassion is because if you have compassion, you'll be willing to listen and learn to other people. Even if you may not agree with them, you can at least understand them.
Makes sense. Good answer. Next one. One thing that ruins a presenter's career.
I don't just want to say the opposite to that because I feel like that's a kind of a given now. We've kind of touched on that. I'm trying to think of something different. That was just like an absolute no-go. That will ruin a presenter's career.
I got one. Even though I'm not playing. I think
well, I mean, could I go on?
Go on. I think allow actually no, say it first.
I was gonna say, being being too much out, like too opinionated.
Yeah.
But then I'm almost contradicting myself, because then you got some really successful like personalities online who have blown up
from being opinionated. Yeah.
But then would you call them a presenter? Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, Piers Morgan.
Yeah, I was thinking him as well.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he's very opinionated, very direct, but that's what blows him up.
Yeah.
I would call him a presenter. He's a news journalist.
Yeah,
he's now got his own show.
Yeah.
But, you know, I still stick by my guns from the first question. I think you need to be compassionate and stay neutral.
Okay.
But let me try and answer this. Go on, what did you have?
I've got, so the question is, one thing that ruins a presenter's career.
Yeah.
I believe what ruins a presenter's career is when it gets into their personal life. Like, for example, I watch, I can't remember any presenter's name on BBC or ITV, but when I turn on the news, I see this woman talking about the news. I look at her and I think, oh my God, she's so good. Male or female, whoever, it doesn't really matter. They're good, and it's like you start to look forward, like 6 o'clock news, for example. You start to look forward to that. If I start to now get to know her personal life, I'm not gonna like her anymore, because then I'm gonna start picking things up.
It's change your perception of her.
It's gonna change my perception of her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like if we look at history, with presenters like I mean, I can't remember his name, but you know that presenter that used to be on ITV.
Are you thinking of the one who used to be with
Holly Willoughby? Phil, what's his last name?
Schofield.
Phil Schofield.
Yeah.
That's a prime example of
Great
exactly
example.
what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Philip Schofield was the Britain's nation.
Yep.
Everyone loved him, whatever. As soon as you start looking into his personal life, what happened?
That's a great example, and I'm glad you said that, because you made me realise that is actually the answer. So that's why the answer is...
Yeah, mixing your professional and personal life together.
Yeah.
That's what it is, because people... It's probably going to happen to me. In, like, for example, right now, I'm Glotalks.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sitting in front of you, we're interviewing, the audience is going to watch it and whatnot. And then someone might go on to Glow Fitness UK, and then they might see me trash talking in front of the camera,
100%.
being myself, being around my kind of people.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, I didn't know he used to be an ex-gangster or whatever. I don't even like him no more. So whatever work we've done in here is now gone to waste based on the perception of my personal life.
100%. And it could take you years to build that career and a second to destroy that career with a bad reputation.
Exactly.
And I think that applies not just to presenters, but anyone in the creative arts, media or entertainment industry. If you're an actor, dancer, presenter, all it takes is letting your personal stuff leak.
Yeah, that's it.
And then that's all people will remember.
You're done. That was a good one. We'll do 2 more.
Yep.
Third one. One thing you had to learn the hard way.
I've got to write this down.
Yeah. Well, if you can, if it's long, don't worry about it.
I can put like a keyword and then unpack the keyword. Okay, so one thing that I had to learn the hard way. Oh, I know exactly what this is. All right.
Health is wealth.
Yep.
Okay, could you elaborate?
So that sounds very generic, but it's the truest stuff ever, man.
Yeah.
I you know, coming from that party world, going out a lot, being around, you know, alcohol and lack of sleep and poor nutrition, no exercise. As soon as you get to your 30s, catches up with you real quick.
Quickly.
Physically, mentally, emotionally. And I remember the penny dropped one day when I realised, like, I think someone said to me, like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, your job is to literally be able to think sharp. And remember lines. And you're not looking after yourself with your health. How are you going to do your job? And that's when I was just like, wow, like, I can't be acting like that and then just turning up thinking that everything's going to be okay. And then no wonder I was starting to feel like shit. So that's definitely a key thing that I think is the number one. If you ain't got your health, then nothing else really matters.
Nothing matters at all. I definitely agree with you on that. Health is wealth. You know, we all take life or health for granted.
Yeah.
You know, until something knocks at your door, whether it's a health issue, someone close to you passes away on a health
100%.
issue, and then that's when it's like, oh my God, like
that's when shit gets real.
Exactly.
Imagine you're a billionaire and you're on your yacht, but you're dying. What's the point in all of it?
Yeah, it's dead. I want to be flown out in it. No, I'm joking. It's dead. It's not worth it. One thing as a presenter that separates good from great.
Great question, mate.
Yeah.
Great question. What separates good from great? These are great questions, but I'm really enjoying this whole concept of writing it down.
Thank you. Leaning into the hard areas.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
So I think these days, a lot of presenters can do the basics, which is still a skill in itself, not taking that away. But I think, you know, what separates, your question, what makes the great to the good, yeah? The ones that I've been inspired by and look up to and seen that have done an incredible job have done things that take courage. Whether they've asked questions that are not going to have beautiful answers.
Yeah.
They've unpacked ugly conversations. Yeah. They've even put themselves in dangerous environments.
Yeah.
They've gone around the world to find something out because they truly believe in it. I think that energy translates well to people.
Yeah.
People connect with that when they see someone is genuinely trying to figure something out here, and he's willing to put himself through it to find that answer and tell the story.
I agree with you. You know, I used to when I was inside, so you know, like there's different news channels. You got BBC News, you got ITV News, but then you have like the Al Jazeera, and you have like the other ones that they've cancelled, the Russian one and things like that. So when I used to watch the English news channels, it was good, it's informative, I'll take it in, whatever. But then when I used to watch the Algeria or the Russian TV ones, they're in the battlefield. Them presenters are really there. Like there's bombs
in the
going.
Trenches.
They're in the trenches. Like the bombs are going off right behind them, and they're talking about it as it's happening,
mate.
And it's like, yeah, that would separate the good to great.
100%.
Their life is on the line.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You know,
comparing that to like a TikTok presenter, someone asking someone in Carnaby Street, "What's your ick?" to someone who's out there on the field reporting about real life shit going on.
And it's happening there and then.
There and then, their life on the line.
Like even is it Louis Theroux?
Louis Theroux, great guy.
A great guy, great episodes. I used to watch him all the time. And he started off like that a bit in it when he was news reporting, and he's in the trenches of, I don't know, Chicago.
Yeah.
Where the drug capital and the gun capital, and
you know,
and he's in the field.
Criminals, racists, like the lot is in front of him. And he's another great example of being neutral and having compassion.
It's like,
do you know what I mean? Because I was just going to say, because some people say, like, how is he so calm? And how is he not getting angry? And it's because he's taken himself out of the situation. He's there to understand. He might not agree with him.
As a presenter or an interviewer, I feel like you need to get your hands dirty a bit. And when I say get your hands dirty, I mean you need to get in the nitty-gritty corners of places that no one wants to be. But there's huge stories going off there that is being untold.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Good answer. Yeah, so Faris, that's 4 questions there. How do you find my game?
I loved it, mate. I think you made the best decision bringing that back.
Yeah.
I think other guests are really going to enjoy it as well.
Yeah, thank you. Guys, the board is back. The board's here to stay. And stay tuned for more of my icebreaker games. So, Faris, a lot of people know you for presenting. A lot of people know you for Ibiza. A lot of people know you for partying. You're known for different things in different places, you know. For today, let's strip it all back. Let's take it back to before all of this actually started, you know. Where are you from?
So I'm from Twickenham.
Okay.
It's a place in southwest London.
Yeah.
I was born and raised there, went to school there.
Okay.
My family there, went college there.
Yeah.
And I studied media studies at college.
Okay.
And then I went on to university in Portsmouth to study TV and film production.
Oh, Portsmouth. I know Portsmouth. So let's take it back a bit. So when you went to college, what prompted you to study that course you started?
You know what? That's one thing I'm very, very grateful about. I always knew from early that I had a passion for media.
Okay.
I was always like the first one using camera on the phone.
Yeah.
And first one like doing basic editing.
Yeah.
And just putting things together when it wasn't a natural thing to most people, you know, even in the classroom, out with your friends.
Yeah.
So I always knew that I enjoyed that whole element of creating like a film.
Yeah.
And at college, media studies, that was the closest to learning that.
Yeah.
So, you know, back then, you know, Macs were just coming out. We had the desktops, you know, we were learning like all the software built in. We're taking out the cams and then exporting footage. And to me, this was like so cool and fun. And, you know, a lot of people when they're young, they don't know what they want to do. So they spend a few years trying different things.
Yeah.
But for me, from college, it was like media, entertainment.
Apart from media and entertainment, was you like academically smart as well, like GCSEs?
No.
No.
Not at all, bro.
Yeah.
I think my GCSEs, do you want to say what I got?
Yeah, go on. I'll tell you what I got.
Shall I tell you first or you
Yeah,
tell me?
no, you go first.
I think I remember looking at the GCSE paper and I think I saw loads of E's.
E's. A, B, C, D, E. That's not actually bad compared to what I got.
Okay.
Like, I was getting like U's. I think I even got a C, a Z in there or something.
Nah,
I swear to you, I'm not even
you
joking.
can't get Z's.
I'm sure you can get a Z
You
back
can't, bro.
then.
It doesn't go through the whole alphabet, bro.
There was some, I think Z is something like when you didn't even like
Turn up
or even give it a go.
Really? I thought that was a U.
I don't know. Maybe
I don't know, man.
I
Z's,
definitely got
wow.
U's.
Z's.
Um,
I rate that, you know.
no,
I actually rate
you
that.
rate it?
Yeah,
No.
I rate that because it proves that you don't need to be academically smart.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at what you're doing now. Look at what we're doing.
Exactly. I had to sort of like teach myself again, reading and everything.
That's a
But
really good point.
you're right.
though.
You don't need academics and the pressure that they give us in school. The pressure, GCSEs coming up. You're not going to get to the college you want to. You're not going to get to university.
No one's going to hire you.
No one's going to hire you. You're going to work in McDonald's. You're going to sweep the streets.
It make you feel like shit.
Literally, when life is just life and you go whatever direction you're pushed in it.
The pressure, you're right, the expectation. But I think when you're young as well, you're so fragile. And I think it's like one of the toughest times of your life. Some of the best. But I don't think people realize when you're young, like how sensitive your mind is and how easily influenced you are.
Yeah.
So like you've got all the pressure from your family and your parents, like study hard and get good grades. Then you got your school telling you like if you don't learn, if you don't get this pass, if you don't get the test completed by this specific number, then that grade will don't get you to this college, then you won't go to that university, then you won't get this job. It's like you're basically being told like you will be a failure already before you've even had a chance to go out there.
Exactly. And then what happens? You fail in everything and then you end up going to paying for a course and you excel in your life. And everything they put pressure on you is irrelevant.
I know. And I just wish young people kind of get that heads up more often that, you know, life's not over after education. Life begins after education. That's when you do the real learning. And I think that's when you can actually figure things out for yourself and you get all the noise out of your head.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm done with that now. You know, you can move out from your parents if you don't get on with your flatmates or you never got on with that teacher. You never enjoyed learning that subject. Go and now figure out what you like and go and make a job out of it.
Exactly. Growing up in Twickenham, it's southwest London.
Yeah.
Right? And it is next to Balham.
Yep, not far from Balham.
Not far from Balham.
Yeah.
So what was that environment like for you growing up? Like, how did that shape you?
So growing up in Twickenham, it's a very posh, white kind of middle class, privileged area.
Yeah.
Wasn't many Asian guys there.
Okay.
So in my school, like you know, there was very few. But you know, I'm fortunate enough to growing up in an area that was safe.
Yeah.
And it kind of put you in a bit of a bubble.
Yeah.
Whereas when I met my friends from beyond Twickenham in other areas, you kind of see like the more nitty gritty side of London. And I think having that balance is really important.
Yeah.
Because I saw a lot of people from Twickenham who lived like literally like on like some of the richest roads around there, just kind of like living not in the real world.
Yeah.
And my parents never had money.
Yeah.
My parents divorced when I was young, like 5 years old. So I was raised by my mum's side of the family.
Okay.
Dad done well with business,
Yeah.
but wasn't really in my life for most of it. So, you know, I had to kind of just always just sort of fend for myself and try to take pressure off my mum.
Yeah.
And just growing up, you know, as a teenager,
Yeah.
you're always kind of stressing out your parents and going out, and then you start drinking and you start going out with your friends, you know, you start growing as a person. But yeah, Twickenham, I would say overall, good experience growing up. You know, had some good times, met some good friends. But ironically, I wouldn't say some of the best friends I've met were from the area I grew up in.
Yeah.
Sometimes you meet people down the line you've known barely,
Exactly.
and then they end up being a lot closer to you.
And more probably authentic.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. And I think sometimes you need to detach from like toxic social circles to realize who your friends are and understand yourself as a person as well.
Yeah. Were you always confident and comfortable in front of people, or is that something you developed over time?
Definitely developed over time.
Yeah.
I was like the shy, awkward, nerdy Asian kid that used to bunk school and play video games.
Yeah.
I kid you not, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I remember what time like my mum would go to work.
Yeah.
And then like I'd just walk back and just play games.
Straight.
Yeah, like most people would bunk school to like go drink in the park or party or like meet like a girl or something. Like I would just be staying at home like thinking I'm winning playing video games.
And then when she comes back home, what do you do?
I'd know what time to come back out and come back. I had it on lock. Like I knew like when to do it, but I was a very awkward, strange kid who just, I felt like I only really grew out of my shell when I got to university around, 20s.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was always like an introvert, but an extrovert at heart, too scared to express himself. So sat back as an introvert.
I mean, introvert, extrovert. Introvert is not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Keep yourself to yourself.
Yeah.
Minding your own business,
Yeah.
Hyper, what's the word I'm looking for?
Reserved.
Yeah, reserved, basically. And the thing is with introvert is that if you're too introvert, it takes you away from what's going on outside. So then when you do walk outside, everyone's looking at you like...
It's a bit overwhelming for them, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a bit overwhelming. And then socially, you're not talking properly as well. So it's good because it keeps you safe and by yourself. But then at the same time, I feel like being too introvert, it's like takes you away from like communicating with people, socializing
100%.
in big groups and being around people. What were your original ambitions before stepping into presenting?
Exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Literally, I remember being in my final year of university and our lecturer just saying to us, like, look, unless you go out there and start hustling, like most of you are going to slip off. You're going to end up in a completely irrelevant industry. Like you have to really network and build your resume.
Really do it.
Yeah, get yourself internships, be a runner on set, make coffee, whatever you got to do. And like 80% of the course just didn't give a shit. That I could see they didn't really give a shit.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking like, shit, I really need to like get myself into this industry. Because I always had this vision in my head as the guy who kind of interviewed people. And I don't know where I got it from.
Yeah.
Because no one was really doing it in the UK.
Yeah.
I've just always had that vision and it got stronger and stronger as time went on. And I just realized that unless I pull this out of my head and bring it into the world, it's only going to be a dream.
Yeah.
And I don't want to fall into a job that I don't want to do. So I just took the chance. I remember we had like a little bit of time left before we graduated to still have access to the uni facilities.
Yeah.
So they said, take the cameras out, take the mics out. My mate, I think his name was Alex, he had a passion for the camera. And then I grabbed the mic. We made one freshers video because it was a madness in Ports of Uni, like the strip, the nights out, all the people, the chaos. I said, let's just capture what we do because it's just a mad uni lifestyle, the culture. Yeah. Interviews, out, clubs, bars. Created a cool little fun video, posted it on Facebook back then. Yeah. And it just went off.
Do you remember what year? I know it was many years ago.
2017.
Okay.
I think it was 2017. Yeah. And it just went off. Yeah. It was just, every time we refresh Facebook, views were like 50K, 80K, 100K.
So done.
People were like, bro, what's your freshers videos all over like Facebook? I was like, really? I was going out, people coming up to me, they're like, you're the guy that did the freshers video. Yeah. And I was like, why didn't we do this 2 years ago? Why did we not do this? But better late than never, right?
Yeah, of course.
And that's what started it. I created the idea in my head that I saw before TikTok was out and everyone was, doing it at festivals and parties. And I just felt like our uni summarized that culture perfectly. And that by the end of third year, we know everyone, all the promoters are friends. We knew all the girls, like we knew all the frats, we knew all the places, the social groups, the sports societies. So everyone was on Facebook and we all had each other added as friends and it just popped off. And then from that, I graduated and LADbible reached out
Okay.
and just said, can you come to Manchester and do that for us? And then I did that for them for like 3 years.
I mean, the power of social media is enormous. You know, before Facebook, we was using MSN.
Yeah.
I think before MSN, it was Bebo.
MySpace.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
But it's the Generation Z.
The young kids are probably listening thinking, what?
What's
the
Bebo?
What's a Facebook?
What's Facebook?
Wow.
But no, it's good that you took that posted it, and literally saw that go viral, because I'm guessing that's what made you think like, I can actually do something there. I've got this.
Yeah. And I don't want to be one of those guys that pretends I had to try and error like so many things. My first video got me my job.
Straight.
But that doesn't discredit, obviously, the 10 years of graft that came after that up until now. But I do feel grateful that I'd done that at the time I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take us back to your very first steps into presenting. What did that look like?
The very first step.
Yeah, so after university, you've graduated,
Yeah.
your video's gone viral, LADbible's reached out to you. Was that your first step in presenting? Okay, so they reached out to you and said, yo, we've got a gig for you.
I remember the email. I was so gassed. I screenshotted it and I put that on Facebook as well. Like, LADbible have seen the freshest video, guys. And everyone was so gassed for me because like, you know, LADbible have been big for years.
Yeah,
they're massive now, but they were massive even then.
Is it?
Yeah, bro. Back then, like, they were like the only page that had over 1 million likes.
Oh, so done.
Yeah. They probably got like 100 million likes now.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, back then, that was a lot. To have, you know, a blue tick was a lot on a page. Like, you know what I mean? Do you remember them?
Yeah, blue tick.
Blue ticks. And then they just emailed me saying, hi, Faris, we've seen your freshers video. We can't use it because it's, you know, they had a few guidelines, so like things you kind of can't say.
Yeah.
But we'd like to use you.
Yeah.
So they said, could you come to Manchester next week?
Yeah.
And I went up on my birthday, 22nd of October.
Yeah.
And they, I didn't even tell them it's my birthday. I was just like so gassed. I went to the office, I met the owners, and they were like, would you take a full-time job?
Yeah. Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah.
And I was a bit like, is this one of the situations where it's a no-brainer? Or is it a situation where you try and
negotiate?
Because like, you know, it could get good, you know?
Yeah.
So we figured something out, and I just became their first ever street interviewer.
And was it exactly what you imagined when you started working for them?
Exactly what I imagined.
Yeah.
I wanted to be that guy that just checks out strange and quirky things.
Yeah.
I just felt like maybe I had a dream about it. Maybe I saw an American do it on YouTube. I don't know. I really don't know, bro. It's that long ago. But I just always saw myself as that guy. And, you know, can just, you know, pull these stories out of people and just have genuine interactions on the street with strangers and just go check things out and showcase the experience on camera.
So you're now presenting for LADbible.
Yep.
What challenges did you come across as a new presenter on a big platform, of course?
I guess the biggest challenge was proving why this deserves to be a job. Because so many people would be like, I can do that.
Yeah.
And then you go give them the mic and then they go, oh, actually, maybe I can't. There's so much more that goes into it that certain people don't see. You're kind of like a producer as well, like, because they want you to come up with ideas.
Yeah.
They want you to like kind of monitor production. They want you to like make sure edits get done quick. They want to make sure like your camera ready like in the morning, and you might be filming till night. And that video that gets posted might be 2 minutes long. People wouldn't think you've been like filming all day, running around London. I remember this one shoot. It was called SantaCon.
Yeah.
I didn't know it exists until they sent me out to cover it. Every year, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people dress up as Santa and they get pissed and walk around London.
Where's that? I've never seen a Santa walk.
It starts in
drunk.
Camden.
Yeah.
And it goes into Central.
Yeah.
It's a parade of Santas.
Yeah.
Drunk men dressed up as Santa, and women, actually.
And this happens every year?
Every single year.
That's
it
mad.
started in New York, blew up.
Yeah.
Then it came to London.
Yeah.
SantaCon. It's called SantaCon. And if you dress up as an elf, then you're seen as like an enemy.
Yeah.
And they
Really?
throw sprouts at you.
Oh, damn. So whoever's dressing up as an elf, they know what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah, apart from me, who LADbible told me to dress up as an elf.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so I'm there with a mic, the logo on the mic, LADbible. Yes, people, today we're covering SantaCon. This is a yearly tradition that's grown and grown since the last 8 years.
And everyone's just...
I'm getting sprouts thrown in my face.
Yeah.
Pelted, bro, not little ones. I'm doing like bang, bang, bang. I'm wearing green tights, bro.
Yeah.
And like a green jacket. And I'm just walking around the streets of London, and they just said, "Oh, by the way, just to let you know, mate, like if you wear this outfit, you're a target. We didn't want to tell you, but I was like, oh, thanks, mate.
That's bad. LADbible, you know
Yeah,
what you done.
bad. I'll show you the video. I still got it.
No, I'm definitely gonna add it in for sure.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say, like, people do think presenting is easy. You know, I used to think that as well.
Yeah.
I used to watch the news, and I think, well, she's reading off her teleprompter.
Yeah.
Anyone can do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's easy. Like, why are they getting paid so much money to just read off a teleprompter? It didn't make no sense. But it's actually a skill behind it. You know, a lot of people don't understand that.
100%.
Like, if you sit in front of a teleprompter and just try to read, even that bit alone is just hard.
That's so much brain power.
So much brain power.
Very good point, though. I think when it comes to things like the teleprompter, some presenters would shit themselves. Some presenters, that's like their bread and butter.
Yeah.
Like me personally, like I try to be in the moment, off script, and you know, ask questions from what people are saying and base myself off what I'm experiencing in real time.
Yeah.
Like documentary kind of short film stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, I know some people that, you know, they could explain the weather like they're reading a book.
Exactly.
And every word's to a T.
Exactly.
But like you said, that's a skill, but there's the skill behind the skill.
Exactly. I had to learn the hard way because originally, when I first thought of Glotalks, I thought, I'm going to read it all off the teleprompter. This is that. It's so easy. You know, my first episodes was freestyling.
Yeah.
You know, I had nothing there. It was literally sit down and we talk. And then I realized that it was kind of, I mean, when I say freestyling, I mean, there was no iPad, there was no profile of you. Like, I didn't know anything about the person at all until they sat in front of me.
Yeah.
And I found that very hard, you know, because the person opposite me is not confident to openly talk about themselves.
And then it makes your job harder.
Exactly.
What you're doing is actually an incredible job.
Yeah, yeah.
You're speaking to a camera, reading off prompts.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of like understand the script and deliver it.
Yeah.
You've also got notes, so you have to like kind of remember things about your guest.
Yeah.
Then you also have to listen and communicate with them. You're doing like 3 different jobs.
And keep it all in within that conversation, so it doesn't like, it's hard.
No, hats off to you, mate.
No, thank you, bro. You were active in media platforms before, like TikTok and whatnot. What would you say about the way TikTok has now changed, or has it changed?
TikTok changed the game.
Okay.
TikTok changed social media. It changed entertainment, and I would say it's even changed TV.
You reckon TV?
Yeah, TV is a struggling industry. You know, I still have that. I'm not one of the old guys. I'm not one of the young guys.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle, you know.
Yeah.
So coming from that TV and film production background, and now kind of understanding what PR agencies and brands want, I'm kind of like looking at both sides and understanding what's going on. And what's going on, it's TV is dying out, and everything is online.
Yeah.
So TV are scared to take the risk of funding shows and, you know, series.
Yeah.
Because they're thinking, is it going to get the traction?
Yeah.
Do people still watch TV?
Yeah.
They've done there's loads of data and studies to show that like how many people don't watch TV anymore. Yeah. It slowly starts to go like that. Yeah, everyone would tune in at dinner time, 8 p.m. to watch this. Yeah. Then as soon as social media started coming, people are like, you know what, I'll watch it on iPlayer later. Yeah. Then people are actually, I won't even watch it on iPlayer, I'll just watch it on YouTube. Yeah. So now
it's like, I won't even watch it on YouTube. I watch a 30-second I'll watch a 30-second clip of the whole episode and they'll tell me exactly what I need.
Yeah. Soon it's going to be like, I didn't even watch the 30-second clip. I just asked ChatGPT what happened. Do you know what I mean?
100.
It's ridiculous. Honestly, like attention spans have got so small. The younger generation just don't want to hear it. They don't want to watch it. So if you have a long form channel or if you have a long form audience, you're doing something very, very good. Yeah. Because you're managing to kind of hold on to people's attention and make them care enough to still stay that long to watch you.
Exactly.
So I think TikTok now, everything's online. Yeah. And TV want to make sure that the talent they're casting is their influence is gonna bring the numbers. Yeah. So really, both worlds need each other now because the social media creators, they need the old school TV money. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. To get paid. Yeah. And to kind of bring their ideas to life. But TV, they need the clout and the numbers of these now modern day young creators to make sure that their channels get the views.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm happy it's like this because back in the day, TV, all these channels, they'll never give certain people a voice.
Never.
Like, they wouldn't even bat an eyelid to give certain people from certain areas.
Mate.
Do you know what I'm saying?
There's good and bad things. So I think the good thing is what you just said. Opportunity is now within our own control. you know, before you could just go to an audition to be an actor or a presenter.
Yeah.
And if the producer or the director likes you, if you know, deliver your script, your screenplay's good, you've got the job. You're the next big thing on a big show. You make lots of money, you become rich and famous overnight. Whereas now, it's like talent. It's not really about talent anymore. You know, the most talented people aren't the most successful anymore.
That's true.
Because you have to keep up to the times.
Yeah.
So now the successful people are the people who have learned how to build your personal brand as a business and market yourself online through strategy and social media and PR and marketing.
Yeah.
And you could do that on TikTok.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And TikTok, as we were saying, has changed the game, because the money that you would pay for promo to, I don't know, like GRM or other things like that, if you're a rapper, you could just post your video on TikTok, it goes viral. Yeah. And that's not even with ads on. That's just you've posted it and it's gone.
Literally.
And you haven't put no ads on it. Do you know what I mean?
Organic reach.
Yeah, organic reach. Did you ever doubt yourself, like, whether, you know, presenting is for you? Like, was there ever a moment you was like, you know what, am I doing the right thing right now? Am I wasting my time?
Most of the years. Most of the years. I've always had this complex, like, am I a real presenter? Even though I could prove to myself that I am, I still had this complex in my head that was like, are you on that level of fulfilling your potential? Yeah. Have you gone all the way? Is there more you could be doing? Because let's be real, there's always more we could all be doing.
100.
But I just, I challenged myself. I was like, okay, you've done this for years. You're self-employed. You get paid to do it. You are technically a professional presenter. You've done a bit of radio. You've done a bit of TV. You now have become, you know, like a digital modern day presenter. But in answer to your question, 100%, I think that little voice is in all of our heads. Yeah. No matter who you are, what you do. Yeah. I think you could look at you know, like a politician and think they've got it all sorted out, but they still go home with that in their head. You could look at, you know, like a headline artist selling out Wembley. Yeah. They probably still have that little bit of doubt in their head.
Was there any skills that you had to develop back then in order to be in your career that people now don't develop or put the skills in?
Oh, good question. Yeah. I think people are so obsessed with networking because they think it's going to create opportunities. But what is lacking now, especially with the younger generation, is they don't know how to build genuine connections with people, build relationships with people. Yeah. What's the point in getting 100 business cards at a corporate networking event if you don't even know how to convert that into a relationship? Like, stop looking at like what someone is and start understanding who they are. Because I think if you build relationships with people, those bonds make you want to work together anyway. They make you want to collaborate anyway. That's what's going to create opportunities. These days, I just see young people, they just so obsessed with just, oh, I need to meet the owners, you know, I need to get backstage. Oh,
I agree with you on that. And I also feel like young people care more about numbers now and not actually the person behind the numbers. Yes. You know, for example, oh my God, he's got 5 million views. I need to be on their thing, or I need to be with them. But they don't actually know the person or that their intention or the message that platform is 100%. Pushing. You know, like some platform have certain intentions. Like they have intentions, you know.
Agendas,
you know what I'm saying? And you might not recognize their agendas because you're so focused on the 5 million followers.
Literally.
That they have, you know.
I think that's definitely a young generation thing. I've noticed a lot of young people, they're very excited by like people's social media facade, and the older generation kind of see through it. They just know this person's just branding themselves. They're just selling something to you. So yeah, it's definitely like that difference in the generation with the younger and the older.
So you actually done a documentary with BBC. Ibiza. Ibiza Secrets of the Party Islands. I mean, the title alone, what a title. You know, what secrets were there on that island? I mean, do you want to tell us a bit more about how you got into that and how you was approached by the BBC?
Yeah, so that was with Zara McDermott.
Okay.
She fronted it with BBC Three. And it was basically a 6-part series on what Ibiza's about, the glam, behind the scenes. They pulled the curtains and exposed the island, basically.
Did you go to Ibiza before they came to you?
Yes.
Okay.
So this was in my last season in Ibiza.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I didn't go back last summer. So that would be 2024.
Yeah.
I went and did my first season in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So I did about 4.5 years on Ibiza.
Yeah.
Building myself up, building the relationships, the connections on the island. And then in 2024, there was rumours on the island. BBC are here. Guys, be careful.
Rumours on the island.
Yeah.
How many people are in Ibiza? Do you know?
It's weird, bro. When I say it's a community, it's a community.
Yeah.
Like there'll be like 300 people group chats.
Yeah.
Just for the workers. And
Wow.
then there'll be, mate, I didn't. The drug dealers have a group chat as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like everyone's got a group
yeah,
chat.
yeah,
Like the owners have a group chat. The Europeans have a group chat.
Yeah.
Everyone knows everyone's business.
Yeah.
You just know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was that experience like filming in Ibiza for them, for the BBC?
For me, that was like, oh, finally I get to tell my story on like a established mainstream media publication.
Mm-hmm.
It felt natural at first.
Yeah.
People started to warn me, like, yo, be careful. They're spending a bit too much time with you.
Yeah.
Just make sure.
Why? What do you think?
They thought they're going to try and create a narrative.
Okay.
They thought they're going to try and twist your words.
Yeah.
And I said, no, it's all sweet. Like, they asked me about how I, come to Ibiza and made a job out of my passion.
Yeah.
They're letting me tell my story.
Yeah.
They're following me to gigs. They're picking me up. They're taking me for lunch. This is sick.
Yeah.
And they were asking me, then they started getting a bit deeper and deeper. Like, they were like, oh, Faris, what are you doing today? I was like, I'm just filming for Ibiza Rocks. Oh, can we follow you? I was like, yeah, cool. And then people I was filming with started feeling a bit cautious. They were like, why are BBC here?
Yeah.
Because don't forget, these environments, like, it's intense.
It's
people are off their nut.
Yeah,
They're raving. Like, imagine us in the BBC and then it's under the umbrella of a certain venue.
Yeah.
It's not a good look for them.
Of course not.
So really, like, they were like just trying to warn me, like, just be careful, innit? We don't really want all of that. And then they started going from my success and my journey to mental health. Then they started asking me about my mental health and how's it going. And I was like, I'd like to always be real with people. So I was just like, yeah, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Yeah.
And they were like, even on sunny Ibiza? I was like, yeah, like, sometimes you feel shit.
Yeah.
And you got to really just sort of get through the bad days.
Yeah.
And then they started asking me about my job. And they started asking me like, so you interview drunk people, but what if they don't want to be interviewed?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, some people ask to delete it. Some people are happy.
Yeah.
They always give consent. And often I'm not even the one that posts it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I've kind of made my interview thing like a production service, really. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm a presenter for brands and events. And they were like, yeah, but one girl didn't like it when you interviewed her, we heard, and that she was really affected by it.
Yeah.
And they picked up on a couple interviews where drunk people have made themselves look like idiots on holiday.
Yeah.
Because I've gone out with Party Hard Travel to all these European destinations. And they're telling me about cheating on their partners and, their favourite sex positions and the maddest modern day stuff. And that's when I realised, like, okay, they're trying to create a story out of this. The people, my friends are right.
Trying to make a panorama.
Yeah, really poking me. I gave it back, though.
Yeah.
I was like letting them know, like, well, people, if they want to agree to film, they can see a camera and a mic, and they've agreed to do it. It was like, it got a bit, tense. And then my concern was how they're going to edit the narrative.
Yeah.
So I had a word with the producer and I just said, look, like, I feel like you guys are kind of pulling everyone's pants down.
Yeah, 100.
Because a few other people in the documentary we're featuring were telling me the same thing. They're like, oh, are they asking you about this? I'm like, yeah. They're like, are they asking you about that? I'm like, yeah. And these are big owners, like owners of beach clubs, like Wayne Lineker and Tony Truman, and some of some of the wealthiest people on the island.
Yeah.
But then they grabbed some of the workers to ask them what they think, to try and pull everyone's narrative together to fit their agenda.
Yeah.
So the BBC, you know what I mean? Like, once you sign that release form, the NDA or whatever it is, and you let them know that you have my permission to film and use it on camera, they can do whatever they want with it, bro.
Done. And that's the problem with the BBC. Sorry, BBC, but that's the problem with BBC. You guys are known for spinning narratives.
Literally known for it.
Do you know what I'm saying? It is the British Broadcasting Channel.
Yeah.
That's against the British.
No wonder nobody trusts y'all. Yeah, no, it's true, man. And that's why what I learned from that is just be careful.
Yeah.
Because what they'll do is these big channels, they'll pull people in who are so gassed because they're like, oh my God, the exposure, BBC, other channels that you can name.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, then they're a bit like, oh shit. So in a really ironic way, it's kind of like when I was doing the interviews with drunk people, they're like, oh my God, I'm going to be on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, they're like, oh shit, what am I doing now?
Yeah.
So it's like the same kind of feeling, I guess.
Yeah. Obviously, you mentioned earlier that the BBC asked about your mental health. Let's go into that a bit.
Okay.
What was your mental health like when you was in Ibiza, and did you notice that you weren't looking after yourself physically?
Yeah. If I look back now at like some of my old clips in Ibiza, like I cringe a little bit, bro.
Where?
I cringe at like seeing how tired I look, and I cringe at looking at it. I can almost feel what I was feeling then just from looking at a picture or a video. And sleep was shit, bro.
Yeah.
Just constantly just out, highly stimulated, like always on a phone, always talking to people, always having a drink. Like it's so intense, Ibiza as an island. You don't get to breathe. There are peaceful parts of the island. People always say you don't have to be in San Antonio. You can go and do this. There's other nice parts of beaches. My shit, everything I had to do was in that part.
Yeah.
All my work was there. My accommodation was there. My network was there. Everything I needed to do was in this small part of the island where it's full of chaos and respectfully the worst of the worst. It's just, Brits off their nut every single day. You can't walk out of a hotel or a restaurant without seeing people off their nut. I can't walk into a beach club to get content with someone coming up to me for a conversation. I can't even go down to the bar that someone offered me a drink. And it was just chaos, bro. It was just really hard, and I was struggling anyway for routine and structure. So I'm now trying to make a living in this environment, whilst build genuine relationships with people, to create opportunities and open more doors, to prove that this is working. Because, like I said earlier, that no one was actually, no one was doing that, bro. There was no one. Well, let's start with IBForBible. No, IBForBible didn't have a presenter. IMJUSTBAIT didn't have a reporter. Party Hard Travel didn't have a host, and IBForBible didn't have one either. So I built all these things with these brands that were just blowing up whilst we're creating the fuel that's feeding the engine.
Of course.
And I had a great relationship with the owners. And every single time I've worked with one of these brands or organizations, it's always been amazing whilst I'm in the middle of it. But it's always had this moment where I felt like it was coming to an end as well. It's a really strange feeling. You know when you just know when you've like, we're near the end now.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
You know, it is growing brands is a growing brand. If you agree to work with a brand that is growing, unless it's in contract, and it's like, when the brand grows, I'm going to grow with you. A lot of people, once their brand grows, they forget how it began. So then they turn around and they're like, see ya.
You right, mate? How you doing? Such a good point you just made.
Yeah.
And I think it works both ways. You see it all the time. I've heard it from other presenters. I've heard it from other brands, from both sides of it. I've been through it multiple times. I think the biggest fear in this situation is the brand/platform is scared to put someone ambitious and talented on, and then they jump ship to a rival competitor or a different organization. Whereas the creator, the presenter, is scared of building something and putting so much energy into it and bringing your ideas to the table and being kind of like the voice of their organization, like the reason why certain things have got certain views, and then just being replaced or forgotten or not paid your worth. And unfortunately, it's very rare to find both teams see it the same way through the same lens. Some are going to say, oh, she thinks she's too big for this channel now. He thinks he's this. And then, the creator's going to say, well, hang on, you're not paying me my worth, or I'm the reason this happened. Fortunately, in my situation, I never really had a ugly falling out. With IMJUSTBAIT, very good relationship with Ants. With LADbible, met Sully, the owner, and Gaz, very good relationship. And, still keep in touch with him still now. IMJUSTBAIT, really good, not IMJUSTBAIT, sorry, Party Hard Travel. Really good friends with the owners, Nathan and Jody. We built something before other people had done it. And it blew up. And it was getting the views on TikTok. It was selling out their holiday event packages. And IBForBible as well, shout out to Ryan and James. They allowed me to be like reporter for the island during a pandemic. It was nuts.
I mean, it's a good thing that you keep relationships with these people, because a lot of people cut ties and it's like, I'm gone now, you didn't treat me well, whatever. But it's also very important to keep these healthy relationships, even though the brand's moved on and you've moved on, but you've built that relationship as as friends, you know, and maybe one day if you need them or they need you, you can collaborate again together. I always say nothing lasts forever unless it's your own.
Mate, that is such a great thing you just said, and it's so important as well, because I think people carry a lot of bitterness in their heart.
Yeah.
And that translates over to your next move.
Exactly.
Whereas nothing lasts forever, and don't hold on to the past, because then you're going to be missing the future. It's not the end. There's always more. That's the beauty of life. People forget that, and I think they're scared to let go of something good because they think that there's nothing better ahead. But I'm so honestly proud of the chapter of IMJUSTBAIT at uni, going into LADbible, Party Hard Travel, Ibiza Bible. All these eras were amazing chapters.
Exactly.
We were the first to do something. They never had a presenter
anymore.
I'm not there anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Obviously, you're strong-minded because you understand how relationships work, you know, working with brands, cutting ties, moving on, no hard feelings. You understand all of that. But going back to your mental health when you was on the island, was you going gym?
No.
You wasn't going gym at all? So you must have really started to add on weight and whatnot. And what did that have an effect on your confidence then as a presenter? Like, you know, standing there, you're feeling overweight, tired.
100%, bro. 100%. I've only got into gym recently, towards the end of last year, like kind of tried it a little bit. This year, taking it more seriously with nutrition.
Yeah.
Back then, I wasn't training, bro. Like some of the prime times as a man, mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
Like everyone around me was like in really good shape. And I can't believe it never crossed my mind. Like, do you not want to be in shape?
Yeah.
Like, do you not want to have muscles? Do you not want to feel strong as a man?
Yeah.
I was just too lost in, you know, enjoying myself and having fun. Then you start wearing baggier clothes. Then you start wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
Then you start changing your haircuts.
Yeah.
I felt like something wasn't right, bro.
Yeah.
I'm seeing people in Ibiza locking in, making money, going gym. I'm getting home from parties at the time they're waking up.
Yeah.
I'm looking at videos and I'm clocking, I don't like the way I look anymore.
Yeah.
Then I stop creating content. Then I stop accepting jobs. Then I stop making money. Then I stop going out. Then I stop posting on my story. It's like a vicious circle, bro.
You start going into that depression, dark hole mode kind of thing.
Yeah. You lock off from your family. Like, bro, there's times I didn't even leave my room, bro, in the workers' accommodation. And like the sun's beaming through. Hot, scorching, midsummer sun in Ibiza. People at beach clubs on holiday, like people active doing something. There's a lot of like fitness communities, bro. People doing like early runs and jogs, like yogas, and I'm like, what am I doing? Who am I trying to be?
How did you get yourself out of that then, mentally?
I think health is a big factor as to why I didn't go back last year. It wasn't just outgrowing the content and now needing to jump here to reach my potential professionally, getting sick of the toxic cultures. It was also the health. It all factored into needing to leave this island. The place that gave me everything I wanted, essentially allowing me to live my dream, is also the place that was going to destroy me if I didn't leave. So I just, like you said, nothing good lasts forever, right? And the biggest thing for me was having to leave. I don't think I would have got into the gym if I didn't, move into my own place in London, if I didn't start training with my friend, if I didn't take gym seriously, if I didn't start thinking about how I look. And that wasn't making me sharp to do my job. And if I didn't feel sharp, I didn't post. If I didn't post, I didn't get work. It all connected. As soon as I sorted one thing out, it all started in the gym though. I have to be honest. And don't get me wrong, I'm not in the best shape. I'm not where I want to be. But I feel great.
You are in here. That's what that matters.
Yeah. I'm in a good place up here. You know, people notice when like, your skin looks better, you're glowing more. You just fit better in your clothes and you talk better on camera. Then I want to share stuff. I was getting to the stage where like there was like big interviews we were doing with big DJs. I was looking for excuses not to post, and the owner's like, "What's up? What are you doing?" I was like, "Can we change it? Like, can we change it?" And then I realized that, bro, you can't be hiding behind the camera. You can't be hiding behind the mic. Your job is to own it. So I had to realize if I want to fulfill my potential and take my health seriously, get my funds up, get into shape, sort my mind out, you're going to have to fucking leave this island, bro, and go out there and find the real entertainment industry, not the La La Land party industry.
And that's a big step, you know, because a lot of people don't realize what's bringing them down because of the environment that they're in. You know, back in the day, I give you an example. For example, back in the day, there was... the man who got house raving. you know, house raving, this and that. Obviously, people are in these clubs making money, you know, however they're making their money in these clubs. But they're going there every week to make money.
Yeah.
But what they're not realizing is that every week they're making money, they're drinking.
Spending money as well.
Spending money. It's all part of the entertainment.
Yeah.
They're dancing. They're maybe even using some of the things that they're selling in a house rave.
Yeah.
You know? And then what you start to see, well, what I saw was that the friends that was making money in house raves, their health started to decline.
Drop
down. Because you
course,
it's like
man.
you're in a party environment.
Yeah.
You can't just be the guy on the chair doing what you're doing, collecting all the money, and then you walk out.
No.
It doesn't work like that. You need to network. You need to talk to people. You need to drink to get yourself comfortable. And before you know it, you're raving every week.
Mate, I'm so glad you just told me that story, because that's exactly what relates to how my job was for 7-8 years.
Yeah.
You know, getting into it, going to Ibiza, making it happen, and then realize that unless I'm bouncy and high energy, nicking vodka Red Bulls, getting in the mix, you're just around the sesh all the time.
Literally.
And I'm like working sometimes like always with a drink in my system. And I thought, this can't be a sustainable career.
Yeah.
It's fun as fuck, don't get me wrong. In my 20s, I'd had it off.
Yeah.
You know, traveled around the world, bro. So like grateful for that. Like being able to say, this is actually my job.
Yeah.
And, you know, getting to experience all these different places and meeting so many different people.
Yeah.
But then realizing like, it's not sustainable to be drinking at raves and festivals and then interviewing people and then thinking about what you're asking the headline acts.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just me, bro. Like I've seen like DJs slip off, bro. Like I have to go into rehab.
Yeah.
Like I had to go to really bad drug and drink problems.
Yeah.
And
you did or the DJ?
The DJs.
Okay.
Like I never got that bad, thankfully. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But some DJs I know like had to go rehab and leave Ibiza.
Yeah.
Because every time they did a set, there's a drink.
Yeah.
Every time they go to the toilet, they're doing a bump. Like they're off their nut.
Yeah.
And you'll be surprised how normal that is in Ibiza. Like, you know, when it gets bad, it must be bad to leave.
No, I'm not, me personally, I'm not even surprised. But go on, continue.
Like it's normal culture in Ibiza for promoters and DJs and dancers and content creators.
It's part and parcel of the lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know,
you got to be in the mix, right?
You got to be strong enough to be in that mix.
Yeah.
Live a healthy life.
Yeah.
And cut through.
100%.
You know, 9 times out of 10, that's not going to happen.
It was like a yin and yang.
Yeah.
So like the good side of it was I was networking. I was building relationships with the owners. Like I'm now interviewing footballers, rappers, DJs. I'm getting recognized by like proper celebrities. You know, my ego was gassed, you know, clout's going up, but then my health is just deteriorating. Like my ability to be present in conversations is just out the window. Like I'm just literally just floating about on an island.
Yeah.
And it was a very hard balance to try and find a happy medium, healthy middle ground.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Thank you for sharing that, you know, and I'm sure there's a lot of people watching this that's probably Ibiza now. You know?
Yeah, the season's just started.
Exactly.
People are already booking their flights.
Exactly, you know.
It made me cringe the other day.
Maybe not today, but one day someone's going to watch this and think, oh my God, that's me right now. Do you know what I'm saying? And they're going to make that change.
Yeah.
You know? Going back to interviewing, when you was at the highest point of your interviewing skills, what was one standout moment or interview that really stayed with you?
Ooh. Like something a guest said that when I was interviewing?
Could be, yeah, or it could be the person that you interviewed or what they said, yeah, or where you was.
Standout moment, yeah? Wow. Never thought of that. A standout moment during interviews at the highest point.
Could be the lowest point.
Could be the lowest point. I guess we'll start the lowest.
Yeah.
I guess the lowest point once was just finishing an intro with a videographer for a festival and getting told by him that we can't use it because I just looked too fucked.
Really?
Yeah. That was like one of the main reasons I knew that I have to stop to take this seriously now.
Yeah.
I looked at that and I made him show me the clip back on the camera and I didn't even want to do it again.
Yeah.
I was just like, is that how I look and sound? And I was like, am I just doing this intoxicated? Is this a joke?
Yeah.
Am I treating it like a joke?
Yeah.
And he was trying to be really nice. He was like, it's all good, bro. I can cut that bit out. I can put B-roll over. I was like, we shouldn't even have to do that.
Yeah.
And then I started as soon as I started treating my life more respectfully, respecting myself, and started treating my job like an actual profession, not just a fun thing to do for banter and vibes, things start just get better.
Yeah. So you said you're going to start with the lowest. Are you stopping at the lowest?
Highest. Highest moment. I guess I never really knew it was a moment until later. I remember during Black Lives Matter, it wasn't even a paid gig. I just did it because I felt like it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
It was all over the news.
Yeah.
I went out and just covered the protests, the marches.
Yeah.
I started asking people like, the death of George Floyd has led to this.
Yeah.
I'm not a politician. And I thought it was important to stay neutral and show compassion.
Yeah.
So I remember going out and interviewing the left and the right.
Yeah.
So
was that in this country?
Yeah.
Okay.
In London.
Yeah.
Outside Big Ben. I felt very comfortable with the black community.
Yeah.
Because even though they're enraged because they're fighting for their rights, I could understand where they're coming from as an ethnic man myself. So I could understand what they're saying, even though, there's a lot of young people in hoodies, and I just felt so comfortable. And, I gave them a voice to talk about things. I actually felt very uncomfortable in the far right protests.
Yeah.
There was a lot of drunk English white racist men.
Yeah.
And throwing beer cans.
Yeah.
And just like, what are you doing here? I don't want to talk.
That one.
I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
And I was like, you could feel the racist vibe.
Yeah.
I was so anxious, videographer didn't really want to be there, but that's what won an award. So in a moment where I felt
that's what won an award.
Most uncomfortable, I then get an email from, the Edinburgh TV Festival, which is a big organization in the TV industry.
Yeah.
And I was nominated. It was like nominated for Future Presenter.
Yeah.
And there were so many other presenters who had done stuff with like Adidas, BBC, Channel 4. And I was like, okay, I'm never going to get it, but I'll go just to network. And then they read it out, something like, it's on my Instagram, it was something like, for uncovering difficult environments and addressing important issues, the award goes to Faris Rai. And I looked at my mate, I was like, nah, they're bantering us. And then I just stood up and claimed it. And that moment meant a lot to me.
That must have felt a lot, yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm an award-winning presenter now. For someone who's had this complex or doesn't feel like a real presenter, the award kind of helps now, with the self-esteem.
It's recognition, isn't it?
Yeah, rather than just put it on your LinkedIn and in your bio and wear it like a badge of honor. More for my self-esteem. It was more for me to be like, if you did that for yourself because you felt like it was the right thing to do, do more stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not always about the money.
Yeah.
Do things because you feel it's right. Use your voice, your platform to do things that will help the world.
I agree with that. One thing you said, it's not just about the money.
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes it's about the community.
100%, man.
The feel, the energy, do you know what I'm saying?
And when you do like the kind of real shit that matters, humanitarian, community stuff, ironically, that opens doors for more people anyway. So you're indirectly helping yourself by helping other people, because that's the shit people want to see. That's the stuff people care about these days.
Yeah.
So just don't do it for the money. Do it for because you feel like it's the right thing to do. And people will connect with it because they'll be able to tell he's not just getting paid to do this.
Yeah.
And then that will kind of open more doors for you anyway.
Was there ever a moment when you was interviewing someone that you felt a bit of pressure to be someone else, or has it always been like yourself?
I'd like to believe that I've always been myself.
Okay.
I'd be real with you. If there was a moment where I felt like I was hiding behind a persona or had an agenda or had to be someone that I'm not, I would tell you. Because I would have learned from it and now been able to be in a place to talk about it. But I think that's always been my gift. I don't think it's something that I've tried to learn or it's a skill I've had to sharpen. I've always just kind of been curious. I've always naturally asked loads of questions anyway. People have always told me, you ask too many questions. And I'm looking back like, it kind of became my job, you know? So I've always just had that. I've always just been really curious about the random little details about things. But ironically, I think sometimes in life, the random little details are the things that matter the most.
Yeah, definitely.
So when you ask people these little random things in a story, you pick out things. They're almost like, I didn't even think about that myself. But now that you said it, and it makes them when people see that you're genuinely interested in something, it kind of makes them feel good about their story, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And that's what made me start my podcast as well, because I genuinely like hearing people's stories and what people have been through. You know? I believe that there's so many different types of walks in life that everybody's so like secluded in their own kind of life.
Yeah,
like you got
absolutely
the people over there that will look over here and be like, oh, that'll never happen to me.
Yeah.
That can never happen to us, or vice versa. And then you'll hear someone's story and it's like, oh, it's not as black and white as I originally thought it was. Do you know what I'm saying?
Opens their mind and changes their perspective.
Exactly, and that's what my platform Glotalks is. I want the viewers to listen to other people's stories and be mindful that there is different lives out here that people has had to live. It's not just judging people all the time, or you know, you see one little clip online and then that's your whole attitude towards them.
100%, man. And that's also why I kind of wanted to share about the realities of the glamorous lifestyle of places like Ibiza as well. So similar to you for a different reason, but exactly the same purpose.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that that's yours as well.
In a world where social media is evolving fast, everything is changing so quick, how do you adapt to it?
You know what? Every time I go into a meeting and I step into an office with a brand or a production company or a record label, they've always got their own idea of marketing and what's work, but really no one really knows what's going on. Bro. You always got to adapt and evolve. Everyone has to have their own rough idea of what's working because, you know, they've got to look like they know what they're doing.
Of course.
But really they're trying to figure out if someone else knows what's going on. Social media is constantly adapting and evolving. Obviously there are trends and certain things that work and people hook you in with certain marketing and PR tactics. But if something is constantly changing, how can you be a master of it?
Exactly.
So I think you need to be open-minded enough to kind of do what works for you, because everyone's got different brands and different businesses and different styles. And that's why I think some of the most successful people on social media aren't the people who try and be someone else. Because they've done something that's worked for them.
They just try to be themselves.
They've connected with people. They've, you know, managed to blow up their brand. They managed to like promote their business through it. And I don't think you can do that these days in 2026 if you're just trying to be like everybody else.
Do you think that the bar is like set lower now? The bar to like become creative, you know, to become a content creator, like you don't have to do much anymore.
Yeah, I do feel like anyone can pick up the phone now and create content. But that's the beauty of it. I feel like now, you know, someone's uncle can pick up the phone and just become an influencer. That's the beauty of it. But there are levels to it. You know what I mean? Like when I see the way certain producers put a strategy together and I get sent a call sheet with a schedule and like a, you know, an actual plan of what we're doing with like a visions and images, I'm like, wow, this is serious. Do you know what I mean? But then I see some people just go out, don't think about mics, lights, and just film whatever. And I just feel like we need to show the difference between just content creation and an actual professional production.
I mean, for someone like yourself that has been in the industry for a long time, you know, what would separate someone that would last in the industry or someone that's just trending temporarily?
That's a great question. Because I'll be real, you could be famous overnight just doing a silly TikTok dance. You could be on the red carpet just coming off the back of Love Island, even if you're on it for 5 minutes. You get your million followers, you get your blue tick, you get a few brand deals. Bob's your uncle. But there's no longevity in that. I think the people who stay in the industry are the people who don't care about relevance. They're doing it because this is their job. They're not doing it to show that it's my job. These days, everyone on social media is so focused on building their personal brand that they're almost just marketing a facade rather than authentically doing their job anyway. Social media should be just a tool to use to show what you're already doing. Not like a platform to create, paint a picture. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's painting now. They're all artists. Do you know what I mean? They're all just painting whatever they want. It's not even their reality.
It's true.
It's just like, oh, today I'm going to paint this live and make myself look like this. And today I'm going to paint this and show that this. It's like, it's just become too fake.
Yeah,
bro.
It's true.
So,
I agree with you.
Do you know what I mean?
Everyone wants to use it as a quick money-making scheme.
Quick money-making scheme.
Yeah.
I'm an expert on this. Here's a course on how to be a PT.
Yeah.
The person's not even really a PT. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Here's a course on how to be a chef.
Yeah.
He's still buying meals deals from Tesco.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Times he's using ChatGPT to give him all the answers.
Do you know what I mean? You can use ChatGPT for everything now.
Yeah.
So people need to like figure things out for themselves, bro. There's too many people now just like looking for guidance online. And unfortunately, those are the perfect target for all these people building personal brands and selling courses now. Because they just grab money from them. Be like, oh, I'll sort you out, mate. I'll get you into shape. I'll teach you how to cook. I'll teach you how to go to the gym. Don't worry. And I'll teach you how to trade. And really, this person's just probably learned themselves 10 minutes ago. And they're taking your money, mate. Use ChatGPT, figure it out for yourself. Don't believe everyone's bollocks that you see on social media. There's probably a course on how to sell a course now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? How to sell a course.
Yeah. No, I totally believe you. Like, I agree with you as well, because social media, I mean, I'll tell you a story, When I came out of custody, I wanted to get into this field, but I never had supporting people around me. So I relied on the internet for questions, answers, whatever. And this profile reached out to me and they're like, bro, I can make you an amazing logo. I can do this for you. I've gone in their profile. They had the likes. They had everything there. I was talking to them for like a month, going back and forth, and we came to a decision at the end. And they were telling me they were showing me reviews, telling me about how great they are with previous people. As soon as I sent them money, their account disappeared.
No.
I swear to you.
You got scammed?
I got scammed, bro. And it was a dark moment for me, because I was thinking, did I just get scammed online? Like,
you deeped it.
I deeped it, and it's like, bro, I'm used to like face-to-face confrontation.
You never met this person? Speak on the phone?
Voice notes.
Yeah, you wouldn't even think that you'd get scammed because you looked at the profile and saw it's all legit.
Exactly. It looked legit, everything looked legit. And then I woke up the next day to obviously chase up. And it said, when it says this account does not exist. And I'm thinking, what? What's happened?
Man.
So I've got my friend's phone and I've tapped in the same account and they're still active. So they obviously just took my money, blocked, deleted me.
You never got it back?
I never got it back. But what they went through to take my money, it was like a month's worth of conversations, back and forth, planning. So they were really dedicated into this, like,
committed crime.
And that's what made me think, like, yo, I'm not trusting anybody ever again on social media.
Of course, man.
I was a bit naive.
You know what? You took an L, but the biggest L was the lesson.
Yeah, I learned a lesson, trust me. So Faris, you've managed to stay consistent in the industry where people come and go quickly. What's your mindset behind that?
Yeah, you know what? It's been a decade now in the game, bro. Since I've had my last normal job.
Yeah.
Since I've been self-employed.
Yeah.
My mindset would be to never take your foot off the gas. Don't beat yourself up if you've had a quiet week.
Yeah.
But hold yourself accountable to be consistent, even on days where you might feel like shit. Because those daily reps that might seem boring are actually the things that build the bigger success.
Yeah.
So I always thought that success is going to be like this really big gig once a month. Fly me here, fly me there. I'm fronting a show. I've got a series. I'm producing a whole new format and that's going to pay me for months. It's not. It's doing enough to consistently get multiple jobs coming in. And it's doing enough to be visible in the industry.
Yeah.
And I think that ties back to what you said about social media is people now post for clout and views and fame, and they just want to be on the FYP and explore page.
Yeah.
I post for visibility.
Yeah.
I post just to remind my network about who I am and what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, like that.
So that way the right people see you for the right reasons. And they don't care about the views.
Yeah.
That's another thing people think. Like someone came up to me and goes, oh, bro, why don't you post more, man? Like you got about 23K on Insta, you got about 50K on TikTok. Like if you posted more, you could have gone there. I'm like, why do you think I'm not busy?
Yeah.
And they're like, because I'm not posted.
Yeah.
I don't need to post any of the gigs I get because they're hiring me to present, not promote.
Yeah.
There's a fine bracket between
I'm
influence.
so glad you said that.
Yeah,
I said to cut you off, yeah.
Yeah, no, go.
But I'm a PT, innit?
Yeah.
I PT and I mentor.
Yeah.
You know. When I originally started, I was just PTing myself, well, not PTing myself, but I was training myself and posting my own videos of myself training. Now, I've got clients, but people ask me, oh, you don't post your clients? Or they'll be like, oh, I was looking on your thing and I couldn't see proper videos of you training your clients. Now, they don't understand is that most of my clients are under 18 and I can't show them on camera.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the clients that are over 18, they love a private life.
They don't want to be filmed.
They don't want to be filmed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's literally just as simple as that.
100%.
So
That's a great analogy there, and I'm glad it reminded you of that example, because it's like I'm already doing it just because I'm not promoting it.
Yeah.
Not everything needs to be on social media.
Yeah.
Like you've got your clients, you're a professional PT.
Yeah.
Comes back to visibility. I think if people see what you're doing, then you can only get more work off the back of that.
Yeah.
I've never been the kind of person who feels the need to post every day on social media.
Yeah.
Some people are like, you need to post. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I'm already doing it. This is already my job.
Yeah.
You know, this is 10 years of graft. And they're like, yeah, but if you posted, you'd get more jobs. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not posting crap.
Yeah.
I value quality over quantity. I think that's an important thing, because right now, let's be real, on social media, people just post crap every single day.
Yeah.
I'm not here trying to do no TikTok dance challenge. I'm not trying to, copy no trend, see what's on the FYP.
Yeah.
I'm posting something that I'm proud of, whether it gets 1 views or 1 million views.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want everything I post to be connected to me, not just as a person, but as a professional.
Yeah.
So if I work with a brand I'm really proud of, or I'm really gassed about a certain shoot, or if I really want to promote a project because I'm passionate about it, I will post it out.
Exactly.
But there might be a week or a month till I post again.
Exactly. And that's what I do now. So I only post relevant things, like if I go to a university, I go to a school, I'll post that. I don't need to post myself training
Do you know what I mean?
every day to make my followers. Because you see, when I don't post, people start messaging me like, yo, bro, do you still train?
Yeah. Whilst we're in the gym.
Like, yo, bro, you still training?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
you could be in the gym.
I'm in the gym like every day.
Yeah.
I'm there. They're like, oh, no, because I don't see you post anymore. Which what made me feel like this posting thing is actually what people feel makes you relevant.
Yeah. And I think that's a good thing to touch up on it a little bit more. Like I've just explained why you don't need to post, and I explained why maybe sometimes you do. It's for visibility. I'll go back to that.
Yeah.
It's not just to get more work and build momentum and grow your personal brand and all that kind of stuff. It's also just to stay connected to people.
Yeah.
Which is what social media was always meant to be about anyway.
Yeah.
With your friends, your family.
Yeah.
Someone said to me the other day, he goes, not even for you trying to do like the generic interview stuff, because I know you're trying to move away from the party stuff. You don't want to do what everyone else is doing now. You want to move into new stuff. I'm just asking because you used to talk on your stories a lot, and I used to see what you're doing. And I live in Essex, you live more southwest. It's nice just to see what you're up to.
Yeah.
It really made me think, like, you know what? Because we're in it professionally as well, sometimes detach and remember social media should be fun.
Yeah.
It should be a form of communication.
Yeah.
It should be a way of you just enjoying your life and showing your friends and family what you're doing.
Yeah, it's true.
So don't forget to do that as well.
Yeah, it's true. Hear that? Don't forget to do that. Have fun, guys.
Have fun, enjoy it. Do you know what I mean?
Stop being all serious all the time.
Do you know what I mean? Be with your family. Show what you're doing on Christmas Day. Like, it's not just about what the gifts are. Do you know what I mean? Or
100.
showing the clouty stuff.
As a presenter, how do you deal with moments when things slow down? I mean, like jobs slow down, money slows down. Like, what do you do?
So I used to really beat myself up over quiet periods. I used to be like, what's going on? You're better than this. You should have made more money this month. You should be doing more shoots this week. And then I learned to just focus on what's within your control.
Yeah.
Of course, we all want to be busier.
Yeah.
Of course, we all want to make more money. Sometimes my weekends are busier than my weekdays.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'm very grateful. Like sometimes during Ibiza, my summers were always busier than my winters.
Yeah.
So I'd always worry that in the winter, am I going to get enough work?
Yeah.
When I come back to reality, is anyone going to hire me in London? A brand's going to care about who I am. Then last winter was busier than my summer, which I didn't think would happen because I left Ibiza.
Yeah.
So I think it's just about focusing on doing the small daily things right. Don't worry about the macro. Focus on the micro, because if you focus on the things that are within your control,
Yeah.
you can feel good when you go to bed, knowing that you've done everything for yourself.
Definitely.
If you stress about what's out of your control, this person hasn't replied to my email. Oh yeah, this person cancelled a meeting. Or that brand didn't reply to my DM. You have better things to focus your energy on.
Yeah.
I can control how much outreach I do every day. I can control how quick I get edits done. I can control, going to the gym.
Yeah.
I can focus on other areas of my life that I might have neglected because I've been so busy with work.
Yeah.
Now that I'm not busy with work, maybe it's a blessing now. I can go catch up with my family. I can now focus on my health.
Yeah.
I can
it
go
into
and
a positive.
turn it into a positive. And then what happens is the universe has this strange way of, as soon as you become busy now with your family, with your friends, then work pops up, and now you're like, oh, you know what? I've got loads of work coming through now. I can't do that trip now, boys. So balance.
Yeah. Balance is a good answer.
Balance is the key to life.
Definitely. So what does success look like to you now compared to when you first started?
Another great question. Like I said to you, I've always had this vision. So at uni, my vision was the guy going out, checking out parties.
Yeah.
That vision became a reality. When I was covering all the UK raves and festivals, the vision was becoming the Ibiza guy.
Yeah.
Then when I made that vision a reality, I've now left Ibiza. The next vision feels like the guy who does documentaries and makes films.
Yeah.
And I feel that will feel like I've now fulfilled my potential in my 30s. The success for me now is working on more meaningful work.
Yeah.
Projects that matter to me and make impact to the world.
Yeah.
I want to help communities, and I want to make people feel alive again. Like we said earlier, social media feels very fake now.
Yeah.
Content feels very forced, and everything feels very manufactured.
Yeah.
I want people to kind of watch something and be like, you know what, this is real shit. This is like making moves.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced being burnt out? And if so, how did you deal with it?
Yeah. I first originally experienced burnout before the Ibiza days. I think must have been as early as 2015, 16.
Yeah.
Straight after uni. I think Wireless Festival.
Yeah.
When it was in North Finsbury Park, I think
Yeah,
it was.
Finsbury Park, yeah.
I remember covering that. And I thought it was a flex to like post on my story saying that like Friday I filmed this in the morning. Then I went to Wireless Day 1, then Wireless Day 2, then Drake's after party, then Wireless Day 3. Then I had a shoot on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Then and by the time I finished that, I felt like shit.
Yeah.
And everyone was like gassing me up. And you feed off that. People were like, oh, bro, how are you active? How are you here? You were just in London, but you were at Wireless. Now you're here.
Yeah.
I was like trying to prove how much I could do.
Yeah, cool.
Now I'm at this festival. Now I'm at that event. And really what I was doing is just playing the joke on myself, because I was just burning myself out.
Yeah.
And I felt like I just had this concerning feeling where I felt a bit numb and tired. And then I woke up still feeling tired. Then I was like, okay, you're meant to feel fresh when you wake up. Where's my energy gone?
Yeah.
That was the first early warning signs of burnout. My festival period around the UK, specifically Wireless, trying to be in the mix, trying to be too active, trying to connect with everyone, trying to be on socials, and trying to get myself presenting gigs. That was the first experience of burnout. But in my head, I had to be like that to be active and make things happen. And then, the real burnout happened in Ibiza.
Yeah.
That was the mini burnout.
I mean, burning out, it shows you're putting in a lot of work. So it's always important to take that rest.
Yeah, and it's important to listen to your body though. Do everything you have to do with every ounce of blood, sweat and tears within your soul.
Yeah.
But know when your body is telling you to just chill out, mate. Like when your body and your mind is exhausted.
Yeah.
And don't forget, being exhausted isn't just physically, it's mentally and emotionally as well.
Yeah.
So if you wake up one day and you're knackered, and then for a week you're knackered, and then 2 weeks you're knackered, you need to start thinking about what I'm actually doing here.
Yeah.
Because it's not just go gym or sleep for 8 hours. So what am I eating?
Yeah.
Where am I going? Who am I talking to?
When you're on the move or on the roads, like you would be, it's very difficult to like maintain a healthy diet.
100%. Nutrition, key. Sleep, key.
Yeah.
Skin, key. Everything, bro. All that. No wonder like all these artists, they live the rock star life. They go on tour, they burn out, bro.
Yeah.
They can't even be around people. Their social batteries like gone.
Dead, yeah.
Dead.
Yeah. If a young person wanted to get into presenting today, TV, social media, What advice would you give them based on your life experience?
Be unapologetically yourself. Don't try and act like a presenter because you've looked at someone on Sky or BBC and thought that's how a presenter needs to be.
Yeah.
Be exactly how you are
Yeah.
when you sit in a room with your mates.
Yeah.
But just put that version of yourself in front of a camera.
Yeah.
And go and show that to brands and businesses and organizations and record labels and production companies. Show that to the industry.
Yeah.
And if they accept you or not, keep doing it anyway. Because you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for you.
Yeah.
And the right people will connect with you along the way.
So on the balance of that, what mistake would you say you see new creators making?
These days, I see new creators more concerned about going viral, regardless of what it's for, than actually being respected for someone who's in their own lane.
Yeah.
What is the point in going viral for juggling 5 chickens if you're going to be now known as the guy who juggled 5 chickens?
Yeah.
You don't want to be that guy.
Because
Were you going to work in a farm?
I was going to say the next thing is going to be 7 chickens.
Do you know what I mean?
10 chickens.
Someone's going to come and do 7 chickens.
Yeah.
Now you're the chicken competition juggling man.
Yeah.
But a minute ago you wanted to be the professional presenter. Look, some people do something silly and become famous overnight. And sometimes it works.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to shake that reputation off, it's at your risk.
Yeah.
Because you might now become something you didn't want to become.
Yeah.
And if the original goal was to become something that goes over here, don't do something that's going to take you over there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to take you just as long to come back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And one thing, any advice I would give to new creators is that social media doesn't pay straight away.
No.
You know, a lot of people come into this thing and say, I'm going to get paid from Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm going to get paid from TikTok. Like TikTok has a requirement of like 10,000 followers if you're not going on live to get paid anyway.
Yeah.
You know, and they think, I'm going to do the craziest thing, go viral, get to 10K so I can get paid. But it's like you are exploiting yourself.
Some of the biggest social media G's I know, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of followers.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, Faris, I don't make a penny off social media.
Yeah.
It's all from the courses.
Yeah.
I'm like, swear down. They're like, yeah, bro, literally, like, I make 0 pence on social media.
Yeah.
I just use it to gas up my lifestyle and promote my course.
Yeah.
And I sell it to them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there you go.
That's it. People buy followers as well.
All the time, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I know people who have bought it.
Yeah.
And I just look at them and I think, you've paid for your blue tick.
Yeah.
You didn't have those many followers. This is fake engagement. Your life is fake.
Yeah.
But they care about the facade so much that they'd rather do that to show a lifestyle, to act a certain way, to be someone they're not. Sad.
When I started my podcast, those who didn't believe in it or believe in me was like, oh, no one's going to watch that. Who's going to get this? I've been doing it for like a year now consistently.
Nice.
And I've gone over 6K subscribers.
Nice.
More so recently. And then now people are saying, oh, he's bought his followers.
Really?
It's like, I can't win.
Oh my God. Maybe I was just consistent and put in the hard work.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Is that hard to believe?
Exactly.
Bloody
and it's
hell.
like with my TikTok, it's like, I want everyone that follows me to be genuine, authentic followers because I like the engagement.
Why would you want the fake number next to you?
It doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense. Fake numbers ain't going to give you... Have you ever been on someone's profile and they've got all the followers, loads of videos, and then the views and comments don't match up?
Always.
And you're like, how does this make sense?
Yeah. Why
this person with 10,000 followers only gets 5 likes on the picture?
And it blows my mind, bro, like how common it is.
Yeah.
That's never, ever crossed my mind, bro. Like, literally, like, I could have made myself look like I have 100,000 on TikTok. I could have made myself look like I have 50K on Instagram.
It doesn't make sense.
Every single thing I've done on my Instagram or my social media is a true representation of anything I've ever done, bro. Nothing is exaggerated. Nothing is fake. Some posts I've done so well, they're like, the engagement is better than people with 10 times more followers than me. Because it's real people who are just like fucking with my shit. They're really supportive.
Yeah.
I've been connected with them for like a decade now.
Yeah.
I support them, they support me.
I respect it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And these days, like, you see people and it's just like, you just look like a AI.
Yeah.
Like a robot. You're not a real person.
Yeah. On the back of that, anyway. So what's next for you, Faris? Like, what are you building towards now?
Bro, I'm finally working on my own concept. I won't reveal what it is yet.
Yeah.
But it aligns perfectly with me as a person and what I think is going to fulfill my potential, but also help communities and promote other people.
Yeah.
So that's something that ticks every box. I've been sitting on it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the genre, if you wanted to ask it, would be like factual entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
short films,
Mm-hmm.
documentaries,
Yeah.
lifestyle, social issues,
Yeah.
dating, all
Yeah.
that space that
Mhm.
I've just wanted to just dive into for so
Yeah.
long, but I was too stuck as the party guy
Yeah.
to have the chance to do it.
Yeah.
So I think I needed to go through all of that party stuff
Mhm.
to now realize who I am and what I want to be, because I
believe
haven't
it.
had clarity in a while.
Mm.
And I only now have so much clarity.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful for that,
Yeah.
because I've kind of winged it, bro.
Yeah.
Even though it's worked out,
Yeah.
people have always said, what's next? What's next?
Yeah.
How did you do this? Or how did you end up there? And I'm like, I don't know, bro.
No, I'm with you on that. Like, honestly, every word you said, I can also relate to.
Yeah.
Coming out of custody and not knowing what direction I'm going,
Yeah.
and just wanting to be a PT.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to do. And like, opportunities get thrown at me, and now I'm doing this. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know what's next for me, but I'm enjoying the journey and following it through.
That's all that matters, bro. Always, I would say that, and I'm glad that's what's happening for you as well. If it feels right and it's working for you, it does not matter if there is a script.
Exactly, yeah.
People make you feel, the world, society make you feel and think you need a script.
Yeah.
You need a goal.
Yeah.
Once you have a vision, you can structure the goals so you know how to get there.
Yeah.
But until you figure that out, you have to keep trying stuff.
Mm-hmm. When people look back at your career, what do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered as the guy who connected with people on a deeper level, who understood people in a way that made every type of person feel comfortable in the room.
Yeah.
And was able to do things that people who meet in such a short space of time wouldn't normally be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to use that to bring people together more.
Yeah.
I want to communicate for people who maybe don't have a voice. And I want to make an impact on communities that maybe need a bit of light shining onto them.
So, do you have any kids?
None that I'm aware of.
Not at all. Do you want some?
You know what? The traditional love, settling down, get married, have kids idea still exists in my head.
Yeah.
As I get older, I do question when, where, who.
Yeah.
I'd like to believe that, that will still happen.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like it's going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah. I'm with you still.
Mm.
I think kids are a blessing.
Yeah.
One day when your day comes, I'm sure it will soon.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Now it's like cool and trendy to want to be single forever.
Yeah.
Men and women.
Yeah.
And say, I don't need no one. I'm going to chase my dreams and become rich and successful, travel the world. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But then, like, you also have people with kids saying it's like the most beautiful blessing ever. And wouldn't you want to experience that feeling? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
So it's like, we might kind of like miss the point here, guys. Like,
I think as men, we have the great opportunity of wanting kids whenever we want.
Yeah.
Which is a blessing for men. But on the other hand, for men, it kind of makes you be lazy about it. And it's like, oh, I don't need to rush.
Time can slip by.
Yeah, I don't need to rush.
That's
you know
it.
what I'm saying? Oh, I'm 40. I could get myself a 29-year-old.
Yeah.
30-year-old.
Yeah, I got time.
I got time. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's where we go wrong as men.
Because you want to be a young dad, right?
Because you want to be you want to be a young dad, so you want to get in there quick, but at the same time, you don't want to be a dad because you've got all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's a catch-22, isn't it?
It's a catch-22.
It's almost like, what do you value more of your time? Chasing the life you want as a man, without commitment or responsibility, or settling down as a young dad and living that beautiful experience of watching your kid grow with you whilst you have young energy.
Yeah, exactly. You mentioned earlier traditions, and you mentioned Asian. What is your actual background?
So my mum was born in Kenya, in Nairobi, but her side of the family come from Pakistan.
Okay.
And my dad was born in Singapore,
Okay.
but his side of the family come from India.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's good mix.
Yeah, literally 2 different religions.
Yeah.
Like one's Muslim, one's Sikh, all different cultures. It's all mad.
Would you say you're religious?
No.
Okay.
I believe in a higher power.
Yeah.
And I have this like subconscious love and respect for a power beyond ourselves.
Yeah.
Whether some people want to call that God, some people want to call it the universe.
Yeah.
I haven't fully manifested what my form of belief is. I just try to be the best person I can and follow my own moral compass.
Exactly, and that's what you can do in this world that we're living in.
Yeah, trust me.
Know, people are dying in the name of religion. People are doing all sorts, but you gotta,
follow your own path.
Yeah.
What I don't like, bro, is when people try and force their agenda onto you. It makes me care less.
Yeah.
You know, some people are like, oh, this is my gender ideology. I'm like, but I don't care about that now. So I'm like, oh, this is my religious belief. Why aren't you following this religion?
Yeah.
Christianity this, Islam that, far left this, political that. I'm like, you now have made me care less. It's like if you really care that much, you know, sit down and talk to people.
Yeah.
Instead of like going around, you know, Parliament with boards up, shouting at people's
faces. It's true. Faris, I want to say thank you for coming onto Glotalks. It's been a pleasure. We've had some good conversation here today. And I definitely want to be on the next VIP list of a festival.
Anytime, bro. You're on the guest list.
100%. Get me there, you know. Like I said before, my platform is still building. So I do appreciate people like yourselves coming here and showing me support and having these types of conversations that are not being had elsewhere, you know, in its raw, authentic way. Thank you.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you for letting me on today. It's a conversation that I haven't really ever had the chance to unpack.
Yeah.
I've been so busy in tunnel vision, you know, figure out the next move, that I've never really stopped and looked back and just sort of unpacked, you know, such big chapters of my life. So thank you for giving me the platform to do that. I really want people to know, bro, that everything you see on social media is not a true representation of that person's actual life.
Yeah.
And this is coming from someone, bro, who's been on the yachts. You know, he's done the Miami, Ibiza, Dubai.
Yeah.
So I'm not a hater from the side, like wishing I was doing it.
Yeah.
I'm someone who's been there in the middle and realized for what it is.
Yeah.
So especially like with the modern day current state of this generation, everything is super transactional. Everything is like so shallow. Everything's like about VIP culture.
Yeah, it's true.
And sitting on tables and promoting the high life and just, you know, who can give me what. I really want people at home who don't get to go to these places and do these things realize that true happiness comes from in your own household.
Yeah.
Knowing that you can sleep at night because you got people around you that actually give a shit about who you are.
Yeah. And
those small daily things that you do with your friends and family are the things that make people feel fulfilled.
Yeah.
And this is exactly why you see such big artists go through the highs and the lows. And then they say this on podcasts and talk shows all the time.
Yeah.
And on radio shows, they say, you know, the happiness comes from, you know, just being a good person, giving back and, you know, spending time with your family and looking after your health. That's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like, I'm not at the top yet, but I've already learned that lesson from being in places like Ibiza, Marbella, Dubai, Miami, thinking this is what's going to make me happy.
Yeah.
I thought being on these yachts, being friends with these rappers and models and footballers and hanging out with the owners on their table, popping bottles, I'm living my best life, man. I was like, is this it?
Yeah.
Like, it's fun a few times, but it's got to be more to life. And bro, just seeing how transactional everything was and how shallow and everyone's on their phones and it's just now about being VIP and backstage and after parties. I was like, wow, this isn't what life's about.
Yeah.
I've done it. I've done it. I left. I willingly chose to leave. And I really want people at home to just understand that when you are watching someone's story or TikTok and you're thinking, wow, I wish I was there, I'm getting FOMO, I'll never get to live that life and meet these people, just know that you are in a good place. You already have everything you need to be happy at home with those who love you.
Exactly.
And happiness doesn't come from the high glamorous lifestyle.
Yeah.
It comes from the things that make us human, connecting with those around us.
Yeah. No, that's a very good message. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in Ibiza right now, like I said before, is really going to resonate with them.
Yeah.
You know, because we can all pick up a video when we're in our best moment, best clothes, look like we're having fun, you know, and then as soon as we post it, it's just like, Looking around, oh,
bro.
that's it.
I remember like being in like a really famous club in Ibiza, and the whole VIP section was just influencers. No one looked happy, bro.
Yeah,
they're on their. They're like, as soon as they pretend to look happy, they're then like, I'm editing it.
Yeah.
I'll tag you.
Yeah.
I'll post it in 5 minutes. I'm like, wow.
It's the same perspective as prison, right? So you see prisoners with their phones, like, you know,
they get phones,
recording their food, and it looks like they're living life, you know. And the people that are watching it, you can tell by the comments, the man them are living. They've got everything. They got phones. They got tobacco. They got whatever they want. But being an ex-offender and being in prison, I can tell you that you literally do this. You record what you do, you put your phone down, and you're still in your cell. You're still in your cell. And you might walk to the window and look at outside that barbed wire window, and then come back to the phone and live another happy 5-minute moment. But it's literally the same thing.
Influences in jail.
yeah. It's literally the same thing.
It's mad, isn't it?
I've been there. I've done it. You know, I've had moments. I've got my phone. Yeah, like I'm showing everyone what I'm eating. Put the phone down. I'm sitting there. I got bloody plastic. The kids' knife and fork. Everything's plastic. What on earth is going on?
And who are you really doing it for? It must make you think, innit?
Exactly.
Like, you're looking at the views. You're looking at who's seen it.
It's that alter ego thing, innit? Of like, I'm calm in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which would be the same as like you're on a yacht doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, you're connected. People are like, oh, he's connected. He's with, I don't know, the next celebrity on the yacht, whatever. Yeah. But it's all fake.
It's all fake. And the fact that you just said yacht makes me think of the one last story that I wanted to share. And I'm so glad it's just come back to me. I remember being on this billionaire's yacht in Ibiza. He'd be like, just sort of showing me his world. And he had chefs, he had like 30 Instagram models, baddies and all that, drinks flowing. And like, he was like, you know, welcome to my world, mate. This is just another normal day for me. Do you know what I mean, mate? Help yourself to a drink, mate. Loads of birds everywhere. I was thinking, are you actually winning here? Like, I don't think any of these women actually rate you.
Yeah.
Like, do they respect you?
Yeah.
Are they here for who you are or what you are? And it was just a real big eye-opening moment for me to kind of realize that you attract things when you have wealth and success.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean it's always going to be good things.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Food for thought.
Faris's journey is a reminder that success in media isn't always about going viral. It's about consistency, adaptability, and staying true to your credit over time. In a world where content moves faster than ever, it's easy to focus on quick wins, but stories like this show the value of building something that lasts. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
When I'm feeling happy, you try to trap, you say you're pregnant, I guess you the daddy, don't wanna fall for it, but in this